Hello guys, welcome to the streaming. Welcome to the class number 5. I just want to confirm if you can hear me. So let me do a double check here. Well, it seems that the music is working, but I want to be sure that actually the voice is clear and you can hear me also. Hello guys, welcome to the streaming. I'm just confirming and the streaming is working. So guys, let me switch to full screen. Now you will be able to see me. So welcome guys, welcome all of you for those that are just joining. This is YeyoCore here, the teacher for the English minicamp, and today we are going to start to creating our first PvP map on the minicamp, okay? So for this specific topic, we have the team PvP actually, and the focus on this is going to be into teams. As ever, yesterday I already showed you how it's going to work this specific kind of map, okay? So, for starting now, I want to, as always, we are going to play in MiniWord in the normal games. We always do a waiting room that is going to be around 15 minutes. It's just to give enough time for other players to join. And right after that, we are going to truly start the streaming. So, there is something that happened yesterday, and it was that we weren't able to play Alien Game map because it has bug, but now that bug has been fixed, so I'm going to start with that one. I know that most of you won't be able to join because the streaming it's not going to work because we are in different regions. For those that are come from Asia or other countries, you probably won't be able to join, okay? Anyway, I'm going to start this map. And probably there's not going to be that much players, as always. This streaming, most of the time, is checked after the class starts by most of the players, okay? So, also, I see that there are some of you already connected into the comments, okay? So, welcome, Juanca. I think you are from the Spanish class because you are saying hola. So welcome, welcome Bantan, and yeah, let me check here. All right. So how it's work? It's about the next thing. So you are going to see those bars that are filling, okay? It's the time that is going to take for start the next map. Every time that you are here in the center, there is going to be a mini game. Of course, I wasn't able to play right now because actually there's no other player to fight with. Let me see. Also, I think there's no players connected here. Oh yeah, there is already some of you connected. All right, so and once more, once this gets completely filled, you get teleported to a new map. I think the idea is very innovating, and you have like the different options here. Oh, okay. So I think some parts were already translated. Okay, I can view some apps here. Every time that you complete a map, you get a lucky box, okay? Okay, there is some specific games. Boom. Game 3 Boom. It's like you have to pass the bone and survive. This one is to push the players away. This one is to stay on the field and avoid being dropped. Yeah, and there is a parkour option with the players who finish first is the one that is going to win. Okay, also we have some stores here. Let me see what we have here. Oh, okay, you can get random skins and you can get some food here. All right, Alert Animal has been joined. Welcome, okay. Welcome, Rosen, and welcome, Lee Hong Nam. I'm truly sorry, probably I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but welcome to the streaming, okay? So yeah, this is the actual, as you told me that you are from Vietnam, I'm just reviewing before starting the class, Alien Game map that was having some errors yesterday. Okay, and then here you can see the different skins that we can get. All right. So let me see if the player already loadings or yep. Where is the other player? Oh, it's right here. All right, this is the Kaka model. always cacas are going to take some time before playing. Let me say hi. Okay, I'm going to try to make this player come here. Okay, no, this player is going to take some... It's going to move around. It's just exploring the map. All right. So Davon, no worries. We are just in the waiting room for now. Okay, so don't worry. You are on time actually, and welcome. All right. So where is Kaka? I lose the position. I think he left. No, he is here. Where is he? Okay, I just I just weren't able to see it. Him. Oh, he's watching an ad. Probably he's going to be kicked out. Okay, Kaka, come here. Okay. "18 seconds to start." All right. So we have our first game. The first game is going to be a parkour. The first one to finish is going to be the winner. 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh no. I'm very bad at this, guys. I'm not the best at parkour. It's something that most of the times is hard to me. But well, this time I were able to complete it fast because I already have played a couple of times before. We have a small labyrinth here and a parkour room here. Actually, this is not like a hard parkour. This is an easy one. Okay. Not that much easy, my friends. Okay. All right. No, I'm very bad at this, guys. As you see, I'm not the best in parkour. And of course, with a third player camera, it's going to be harder. But yeah, I won another one. And all right, according to the alien game instructions, I will be able to get here a box. Oh no, I need more coins. All right. Actually, Kenzie, and welcome. You can do a... It's the only requirement is that you can do a team battle. My personal recommendation is do at max 2 or 3 players, 3 teams, sorry. Because when you place a lot of teams, as most of the players in MiniWorld are going to play in cell phone, you are going to have rooms with 6 players at max. And if you place a lot of teams, probably it's going to feel like a normal PvP game. So my personal recommendation is get 2 teams. Remember, for this minicamp, we are going to do a team battle, okay? So very important with English class, I hope you do a team battle, okay? Okay, the player left, of course, but yeah, that's how this map works. I think this is a really great game and a really great idea. So remember Alien Game UID, I'm going to post it just into the comments so you will be able to download this game and play it later, okay? While we wait, I'm going to play another game, but I also going to let you that, oh no, I hate this book, sorry guys. Okay, so Alien Game UID, and that is actually a great teacher and also very good by creating games, is this one, okay? I see. So it looks very cool. So you are going to do like 2 teams that are going to fight each other with history, like in American War, Civil War. You mean for this map, the hide one? You mean the purpose for the map of the alien game map? Oh no, actually, it's to play like with another teams. If you mean the alien game map, okay? All right. In the meanwhile, let me play another game. Oh no, I don't know why this has happened, but this is upset. It's like you cannot start your game because it's asking you to create a game. Okay, I have to create a word. Let me see if now. No, it's the same error, right? Okay, so it seems that I only will be able to play these maps that are right here. So let me play something that I can play in single player. Remember, guys, that you can join. I know that most of you won't be able to, sorry. Okay, that's the way that you can access your maps when you have that error. My minis worked. What do you mean, terminal, and welcome? All right, so let me play, I don't know. Okay. In my favorites, I get a lot of games from you guys. Okay, let me play this one while we wait for it at the time to actually start. Okay, play minis words. What do you mean with minis word? It's like a specific kind of game? I see. Okay. All right, so this is a disaster survival game, guys, from the last minicamp. And actually, this one won one of the prizes. Is a very creative map, actually. What Santana-kun, who is the creator, made is just a disaster survival in a candy world, okay? So you are going to be a gummy bear, and what you have to do is to survive, I don't know, to chocolate eruptions or lemon rains or and invasion. So it's a very good game. All right, so we left a couple of minutes to start the class, so I just want to show you very quickly this map. And that's it. All right, so check this. As you see, all the decorations are going to be related with candies. We have a chocolate river here. And we start with candy rain, okay? So there is, oh, I almost died with that one. So there are raining some candies here. Okay, I can cover here. Okay, now there is another disaster that is going to be some bees attacking the map, so we have to survive to that one. Oh, and there also are some specific gifts that are going to fall from the sky. Oh, okay. There are some bees here. Okay, the bees are... Oh. Run. Okay, there are a lot of them coming for me. Oh, okay. No, no, no. Electric storm, okay. We have to take cover. Otherwise, I'm going to be completely electrocuted. Yep. Oh, guys, very important, and thank you for reminding Kenzie. Guys, you can start creating your maps today. So that means that if you start creating your map today, MiniWord is going to accept it. Okay, just to let you know. Okay, there is a chocolate volcano eruption, and there are falling some donuts here. Okay, I'm going to die. No. I become an ant, actually. That's very funny. Okay, guys. So, this is a map that I just wanted to show you in those 15 minutes, but I think we can already start the class. Okay, as I see that a lot of you are becoming here, welcome mini words creada from Thailand. Okay. Hi, how are you, Gabriel? I see that you are connected very early in the morning. Well, at least in my end, I know that you have some hours ahead. Yes, actually I have a Facebook account, but it's more like a personal account. I didn't actually submit like content on there. So, well, let's start the class. I'm going to change the screen for the presentation. So first, welcome guys right now. Welcome to all of you that are already connected. We are going to start today to creating our first part of the map, okay? Most of the times on this one, we learn how to create the basics, how to get the ideas, and we start building the map, like creating the basics, and also creating the rules for the map, okay? So as always, I need to do, and that was something that in Latin America we call gallo, when your voice gets in another tone. Sorry for that. And yeah, guys, let me switch to the presentation. As always, a quick introduction, guys. For this class, we are going to actually do a couple of different things. Actually, those objectives are not the ones that I want to show you. Let me close this. Let me change to the presentation. I don't know if you are able to see the presentation right now. Let me do a double check with the streaming. Yes, you will be. All right, guys. So as always, for those that are coming and that actually didn't get yesterday into the class, the theme or the main idea for this minicamp is to learn how to create a PvP map. Okay, guys? A team PvP map, that means that we are going to have teams, and the teams need to collaborate, need to work together to defeat the other team, okay? Very important, guys, as always, we have some dates here that you are going to use actually to just to get straight to your map and get the right timing, okay? So guys, remember, we are going to have a time to participate in the classes. It's going to be 3 weeks, as always. And this is going to be the last class for the first week. And we start yesterday, and we are going to finish the classes on September 12th. Okay, guys? Remember the last class on September 12th. But the most important, on September 13th, you can start submitting your works. You will have until 20th of September to actually submit your works. But very important, guys, I highly, I'm big head ups here, as always, serious teacher mode. When I take my classes, it's serious teacher mode. Guys, submit your map at least 1 day before. Why? Because if you submit like getting not that much time and you just do it in the deadline, probably you are going to get some errors in your map. Probably I don't know, MiniWord platform can get some errors, and probably you won't be able to submit your map, okay? So at least always, guys, submit your map 1 day before. That means 19th of September is going to be the max date to submit your maps, okay? Very important, guys. After that, we are going to start qualifying, scoring, or yeah, do a pool for your maps. I'm going to personally do like the first qualification, but after that, other teachers and also the members from MiniWord developers are going to just qualify your works. Also, there is going to be a public votation, and after that, we are going to get the winners. A good news for this is that this minicamp, we increase again the amount of winners. So the last minicamp in the excellent hour was at max 4 players. Right now we have up to 8 players to get this award. Also, we have the best learning award. It's actually, as always, for those that are actually implement all the things that I teach you in the class. We have also the most creative, that are for those new maps that get away from the normal concept and get like new fresh ideas, okay? But very important, this needs to be playable. So it's very important to keep it working, okay, with notebooks. Next, we have the Best Progress Award. That is going to be for all of you that are developers now level 0 or not developers. And with that, you are going to get a direct invitation to the mini developer actually group. Very important, guys. I have here that the mini developer page is not working very well right now. So we just have to be patient. It seems that they are going to fix it soon, okay? All right. So Very important, guys. Something that I like is that this minicamp, we have a new skin. It's going to be the shower skin for the back of your character. And I really like that one, okay? So that is going to be just by participating, just by accessing to the minicamp, you are going to have that skin. As always, guys, you are going to see the prices here, and you are going to see that is with real money, okay? So you are going to earn real money by creating the maps, but the most important thing is that you are going to learn how to solve and how to implement some basic things, okay? Now, as always, we are going to have some rewards. As yesterday we didn't send you any reward, this class I'm going to give you double rewards. As the last class, we didn't actually get those, okay? Very important, guys, for this minicamp, also we have an English group. So I'm going to put the English group link for Discord into the comments. Okay. All right. So as always, guys, for this class, I highly recommend that you get a computer so you will be able to edit faster and better. That you also will be able to use your cell phone and get something to take notes. That's going to be very important because you can take some information that you probably will need in the future. So let's start with the objectives for this class, guys. As always, we have the waiting room and the objectives on schedule. But for this class, we are going to take some time to do the game plan, to set up the rules of your map. Actually, it's not going to take 10 minutes, it's going to take more. And finally, we are going to start giving you some specific tips to start creating your map, okay? First, as always, is to show you the overview. Remember that this is the week number 1. We are in the second class. For the next class, we are going to start creating the game objects and also the basic elements of the game, like the triggers and the scripts. Remember that there is going to be a total of 3 weeks, and the final week, that is the deadline week, when you are going to actually show your works to the world, okay? So let's start with the game plan, guys, okay? Before starting, I'm going to give you these mini beans, because the last class, I completely forgot to give you those codes. So I want to start with the right fit. Okay, it seems that it's failing right now. Right now you are able to see my screen. Let me ask you. Okay, please answer me if you are able to see my screen right now, or is it still failing? Just to continue with the class. All right, perfect. It seems that we are actually able to. So let's start with the next thing, guys. All right, so just for you guys, I know that a lot of you didn't know how to claim those codes. For those that didn't know how to claim it, in the new UI, what you have to do is just hit here. And when you are here, you are going to find this specific menu that most of the times is completely hidden. What you have to do is open under and hit here when you can see the GIF icon. All right, and you are going to get this new screen. So in this new screen, what you have to do is to choose events and activation codes. Once you do that, just copy and paste the code here. If you cannot copy and paste, just type it manually. Be careful with the majus or the upper cases and the lower cases, and just hit activated. With that, you are going to get the code, okay? All right. Welcome, Sad is me. Welcome to the class. Welcome, Dark Star. I see that you're coming here. And now we are going to start with some basics. So guys, remember, it's very important to plan how your map is going to work, how the map is going to behave, okay? So we are going to start with the most basic one, and it's going to be the plan, guys. Remember, we always do a game plan. Sorry guys, I'm still a little bit sick right now. Let me take some water to improve my voice again. And guys, we always start with the game plan. Why the game plan, guys? It's very important to have a clever or a clear idea about what you are going to do. So as always, I recommend it to solve this before starting a map. I know that a lot of you work over the ideas and say, okay, I'm going to do a boss map, But it's better always to place this into a plan, because with that you can think better about it and you can actually have like a clear path to design your map, okay? So let's start with the map name. Of course, this is very important, guys. I always place like a nickname for the map, not a real name, before creating the full map while I'm starting, okay? But just to show you the example, map name is Astrolake, okay? And let me tell you the story about this. For getting into this idea, actually wanted to create a high-tech map in which actually will be like special sports, but I didn't have like a good name for it, okay? So I take the time, I get some ideas for it. I want it not to be that plain, like as an example, play like special soccer or something like that. I want to be a little bit more creative. So I start searching like for words that can mean the same, but is not that literally. So I found that astro is something that become from astrology or from astronomy or from astronaut that can be used. And so I start with that one, okay? Of course, I get a lot of ideas, and in the Discord group, I did like a votation for the players to choose the best name, because I get always a lot of names and I choose the one that get more votes. And the second part was the league, that of course is a direct reference to any sport. So that's how I get the name. I highly recommend you to check the MiniCamp class. Yes, it was the second class for the mini school simulator. On there I made a class where I show you some different techniques to get the creativity or to get ideas for your maps. So I use some of them to get the ideas, okay? So the map is going to be Astrolake. That's going to be the name. As you see, it's something that is catchy, that actually is it shows you like different reference. First, asteroid, you are going to understand that it's in the space, and lake is going to be sports. That's directly, okay? So for the game genre, of course, this is going to be for MiniWord, a PvP team, but if we go in over that, if we go in deeper, this is going to have like different genres, okay? So the first one is dodgeball, okay? Okay, I always dodgeball, okay? So dodgeball is a sport, a real sport in which actually you have to evade some balls that the other team is throwing at you, and if you get hit by a ball, you get eliminated, and the team who eliminated the other team is going to be the winner. That's going to be the first part of the genre. The second one is going to be action, because it's going to be a game in action. And the third one is going to be sports for my map, guys, okay? Remember that the map that I'm going to teach you how to do is that one. You can keep like different personalizations for that, but that is going to be the map that I'm going to teach you how to do, okay? Now, let me ask you a couple of things, guys. What do you think is going to be the theme? And I see that Kenzie, as always, is taking some steps ahead and is filling the information, okay? The theme is future and history, okay? Very cool. I think I see that Kenzie is having a good ideas here. Yes, it is a PvP team battle class, okay? All right, guys. So for my theme, and I want to show you that in MiniWord, but MiniWord is not allowing me to, so I have to restart MiniWord. But if you realize, guys, the robots it's high tech, but the robots and the look of the art style looks like old, okay? So I use something that is being called retro futurism. Let me use Pinterest as always to show you some examples. Let me go here in Pinterest and let me change the screen so you will be able to see that in my main screen, okay? Just a second. All right, guys, let me switch the screen 1 second. Okay, yeah, it's here. So remember, you can use this website that is Pinterest.com. is one of the best websites to get some images and get some reference that you can use to create your map. All right, so what I did is using some style that is going to be called retro futurism, okay? All right. Okay, I place retro, but the retrofuturism is like how the people were thinking that the future is going to be in the past, okay? So if you see these kind of images, that's how people imagine the future in the 80s, the 50s, the 90s, okay? And I use that to actually create the map. So as you see, it looks old. As an example, road for them is going to be something like this. That actually it looks very old. Or a robot for them, it's going to look like this. As you see, it's not a high-tech. It's how they imagine the future in the past. So that's one of the references that I use to create my map, okay? So let's complete here. The first stem is going to be retrofuturism. The second one is, okay, okay. The second one is going to be sports, because it's going to be a sport, actually. The third one is going to be Android, okay? It's going to be robot, retrofuturism, and androids. All right, in this map, also the map that I teach you, we are going to have an art style. So first art style is going to be retro. Second one is going to be pastel colors and sports, okay? And let me show you again in Pinterest so you will be able to see what I refer to. So for retrofuturism, you already see what it is. For pastel colors and retro colors, it's going to be those kinds of colors that actually are not very bright. So that's why I use this blue. Well, actually this is green, but this orange and the blue. And the retro style is something that looks like the past, okay? So if you see in my map, I use a lot of these styles, but those styles are being mixed with actually the futurism, okay? So let me show you also in MiniWord directly the example. All right, so Davon is telling me, I don't know what is a dodgeball to. All right, guys, very important. Thank you for that. A dodgeball is, I'm going to show you dodgeball also, okay? Let me show you first the map and then I'm going to cover that a little bit better, okay? So Astrolabe is going to be the map. Okay, it's taking a little bit of time, but yeah, it's loading now. Okay, so if you see the construction looks like this industrial sports or this industrial imaginary from the 80s or the 60s. I didn't know if you have heard from a cartoon that was named as the Supersonics. It's like that style, okay, guys? And also, if you see the robot is very simplistic and is how they imagine the robots could be in the past, okay? So that's how the most of the art style is going to work for this one. And it's just, if you see, it's very simple. Use metal and crystal and that's it. All right, for showing you also how it's going to look like a dodgeball, let me show you here a video. Okay, guys, 1 second here. Dodgeball, okay? Let's use this. So with that, we are going to have a clear idea. All right, so in dodgeball, as you see here in this image, is a sport that it's being played, of course, with balls. That's the name. And you have to dodge the balls, okay? Also, there is a movie about it that is with this actor, but yeah, it's an official sport. What you do is you have a line in the middle and you have two teams and you have to throw balls to the other team. If you get hit by the ball, you get disqualified. Okay, like this, you can see here. Of course, let me show you a reference with YouTube directly, so you will be able to see how it works, okay? Very quickly, so I think it's going to be very productive. dodgeball. Okay, so as an example, we have Canada versus USA here, where we need to just exit from that, and you are going to see in the screen that, okay? Let me put the full screen or the theater mode. Alright guys, so let me increase a little bit, okay? So as you see, the player also have some tricks. If the player catch the ball in there, it's going to get alive, okay? Okay, as you see, if you get hit, you get disqualified, okay? Alright, I hope you understand how it works, now that you're able to see it in the screen. Okay, and that's how a dodgeball game looks like, okay? So, just to resume, as you see here, it's the same. We have the two lines here, but instead of only having like balls, you also can use those discs that are going to bounce into the walls. So you will be able to do a couple of combos here. As an example, you can hit a player by hitting on the wall and making bounce in the back, okay, like this. Also, you can recover the disc. The disc only damage the other teams. And that's the main idea of the game, okay? Yeah, probably it's going to be a copyright, but as I show in the video, there's not going to be a problem, okay? Don't worry for that. Let me continue with the music, okay? Alright guys, so now that you have a better idea about what we are going to do and what we are going to create, let me switch back to the presentation. So for the differential, guys, as always, one of the most important things for me is it's going to be the differential. Okay guys, and what is that about? Okay, it's what you are going to be or do different to other games of the same style or the same genre, to result to get like more catchy, to difference or get like a disruptive idea from other maps. Okay, so as an example, if we are going to do a third castle battle, that is one of the most popular game styles in Miniworld, I highly recommend it to get something new that will show your map or change your map a little bit different from the others, so players are going to recognize your map, okay? In my case, I have some specific ideas for this. The first differential is that you are going to have some mechas inside the game. That's something that actually not the normal dodgeball games are going to have. The second main idea is that the disc, instead the ball, can bounce on the walls, so it's going to give an extra layer of playability for your game. And finally, something very important that I placed for this game is that actually you are going to have 3 lives, okay? So most of the dodgeball games, you are going to just get killed if you hit the first time. In this one, you are going to have 3 different lives, okay? I'm going to expand this a little bit better in the next slide, but for now, let's keep it like it is. So, for the target group, guys, okay? As always, you have to decide who is going to consume your game. So, if, as an example, if you place some items on there, you will be able to get more money, okay? So, as always, the same example of all the minicamps. If you are creating a metal game, a metal music game, you have to do a metal style, okay? Because as an example, if you play on that, I don't know, pop music, and the players are going to be people who likes metal, probably they are not going to get anything, and they don't even are going to play your game because they didn't like that style. So think about who is going to play your game. In my case, it's going to be Spanish and Asian players that are going to be teens and young adults in Miniworld. Okay, of course, I'm doing this just because we don't have that much time, but I want you to expand that max as possible. If you can define an edge, if you can define some specific behaviors, as an example, there are some people that consumes more advertising because they like to take decisions, or take like Candy Crush. Candy Crush is designed to actually casual players, and is one of the most like one of the games that has more return of investment is it's Candy Crush, and it's direct and designed for people that doesn't like to play that hard, but they invest a lot of money every time that they play to get some extra lives, okay? That's going to be also for the monetization. In my case, for this map, I place a skin store, okay? But remember that you can get a lot of ways to get the monetization. As an example, you can have like extra power-ups, you can have new bots that are only going to be available and accessible by paying. Of course, I didn't recommend it to make a full pay to win because it's going to be very boring for players, but try to create your own style, okay, on that? Okay, yeah. Okay, so don't send my greetings to Alien Games, okay? Bye. Alright, guys, so now let's move to the next part, and is when I tell you that I'm going to extend the differential, okay, guys? So this is going to be the full list of the main rules about every game. So the first as differential extra is going to be the hits, okay? So as I mentioned, the player is going to have 3 hits, but this is going to be different, okay, guys? I don't want it to make just a simple game in which actually when you get hit, you get killed or you lose life. We are going to find creative ways to actually get the lives, okay? So in this example, for my bot, instead of just reducing the life, the match or the robot is going to lose depending on the status of the player, okay? So as an example, the first one is going to be when it's over the amount, that is going to be the mecha. When you get hit, the mecha is going to be destroyed and you are going to be a normal robot, like the player, okay? So when you get hit again, you are going to lose your head. And when you don't have a head, if you get hit again, you are going to be completely destroyed. So if you see, it's a different and more creative way to show that your player is losing some lives. What I recommended to do, guys, you try to find a way to show that to the players. I'm using the head example. As an example, you can do a different thing. Let's do this. As an example, imagine that you are going to do a Russian puppet like war, okay? Let me show you the example here because I know that you learn better when you have some images on there. A Russian doll, sorry. Okay, so I don't know if you know what is like a Russian doll, but let me show you here. Okay, so this is going to be a Russian doll here that are going to be those specific dolls that are inside another one, okay? So each one of them is going to be smaller. So imagine that you are doing a game with that style. Every time that you get killed, you get smaller and you get smaller, okay? That's another way to show the life to the players, and you can find a creative way. As an example, if you are doing a medieval game, the first one could be a knight inside or over a horse, driving a horse, or actually mounting a horse. The second life could be the warrior or the knight with the armor, and the last life will be the same knight but without any kind of armor. That's the way I want you to show and create the different lives. And don't worry, I'm going to teach you how you can do that, okay? Second one is going to be the weapon. So a difference with most of the weapons in Miniworld, this one can bounce a lot of times into the walls, and we have already a weapon that do that is the energy arrow, but this one is going to transform into an item if loses speed. That means that if this item is not throwing like that much fast, it's going to reduce the speed and is going to transform an item and players can pick up, okay? Third difference that is going to have the game that I'm going to teach you how to do. The blocks in the floor and in the walls can resist 3 hits. After the 3 hits, the block is going to be completely destroyed. For difference, you are going to have mounts, that means mechas in my case. In your case, you can create whatever. Imagine that you are creating a chicken versus game, so the players are going to be over the chicken or something like that. These mechas are going to have different skills, and another important thing is that you have a saving system. So in my map, every time that you access to the map, you kill players, you are going to win coins. And you can use those coins in another rooms and in another games. So let me show you an example here, okay? Let me move to miniboard 1 second. Okay, as you see, I already have 82 coins right here. And those are going to be saved here. So every time that I access to the map, I will be able to get some skins in the store as an example. Right now, I'm just changed my skin and I have 53 coins. If I get another skin, I'm going to lose my coins. And if I leave the map here, my progress is going to be saved. And every time I access the map again, I will keep with the same coins. So I'm going to teach you how to do that so you can create some economy for your maps, okay? Let me show you. The map is just going to start. And as you see right now, as I already buy 2 different skins, I don't have that much money. I only have 24 coins because I already spent a lot of money, okay? So that's something else that we are going to learn, and I need you to plan that, okay? Now, for another things that we use for the game is the elements for the game, okay? So first, we are going to have the map site, and as always, we are going to do a 64 by 64 map, okay guys? Remember, that's how I highly recommend it to create a map. Remember that this is going to be the playable area. Apart from that area, around the corners, you can create whatever you want to do, some structures, etc. But the playable area, it needs to be at max 64 blocks. Why? Because the players can load all the elements in the map, okay? The players for this map, remember guys, very important, and this is an advice that I'm going to give for all of you, and let me put my glasses on. Guys, always create your map thinking in which or who is playing miniboard. Remember that most of the players on miniboard are phone players, so most of the players are going to play at max with 6 players, okay? So in my map, the minimum amount or the recommended amount of players is going to be 6, the max amount is going to be 10, okay? Why? Because with that also you can reduce some errors with the connection, and you can limit the amount of moves of the power-ups, okay? So imagine you have 20 players in each team, and the discs are going to spawn every 1 minute, okay? So there's not going to be enough discs or enough bullets for the players to throw. So that's why we need to limit the amount of players, okay? The characters in this game are going to be androids. The win conditions are going to be to eliminate all the enemy team, okay? And the story behind it is just we are doing a spatial or space sport playing by bots, okay? Of course, you can go deeper with your story. I see that the last minicamp you do a really good story. That's why we can see maps like the one of the maps that I really like a lot was the chef map. It's actually you were like playing as a role, like a small fly in a table, and when the disaster starts, it was the disasters in the table. So as an example, instead of having a volcano, that person plays a Coca-Cola, and the disaster was that someone dropped some soda inside the Coca-Cola, some sodium. So the Coca-Cola starts to throw soda through all the scenario. Or as an example, the table where they were eating starts to break, so you have to avoid to falling, or a fly invasion, etc., etc. So that person creates a story around the game, okay? So I want you to create that. Now, for this also we are going to have some basic elements, guys, as always, okay? Hi Vincent, welcome to the class. So, Juegos Gamer, bienvenido. Okay guys, so how it's going to work this, guys? For every map, for any map, you are going to have some basic elements that are the main part of your game style, okay? So first one is going to be items. In this game, of course, you are going to have some basic items. I'm going to explain that later, but we also are going to have some power-ups, some mounts that are going to be your robots. We are going to have and handle the game status. That is something that I want to teach you, so you will be able to play better and know how to create those status, okay? A game status is a controller for the game, which is going to tell the game if we are in playable mode, if we are in buoy mode, if we are like in a podium, or if we are in a break while other things are going to happen. And finally, some special things about the scenario. Of course, this is not going to be a 4, this is going to be a 5. And let's start with the items for your map, okay? So very important, guys. We are going to have some basic system items, and then we are going to have some playable items, okay? So first one, as I'm going to teach you how to do economy system, I want you to make a coin, okay? What is a coin, guys? A coin is a money that we are going to make into the game. This coin is actually just used to get skins, to get extra features. Then we are going to do a normal store. That is the one that I already teach you a lot of times how to do. It's the one that you can open from your inventory. We also are going to do a dev store, okay guys? In your inventory is an item that allows you to open the dev store. And now we start with the actual fighting items. The first one is going to be the laserdisc. Is going to be the one that bounces in the wall and they kill the other players. But we are going to have some special items to use these specific items. So the first one is going to be the disc lancer. It's actually something that you can use to charge and throw the disc. Then we have the quick shot, that is an item that consumes 2 discs instead of 1 and allows you to throw a quick shot. That means that this doesn't need to charge, okay? And the last one is going to be the double shot. It allows you to throw 2 different discs at the same time, but is going to consume 2 discs, okay? Now, for the power-ups, we are going to have 3 power-ups. And I already implemented one, but during the class, I'm going to teach you how to create the others, okay? So it's very important because you are going to learn in real time how to create it. So the first one is going to be the head. Remember that your player is going to lose the head. That means that if after the player loses the head, gets hits again, is going to be destroyed. So the players also will be able to recover 1 hit by picking up heads from the floor. You can change this. Imagine that in your game, instead of heads, your player is going to have an armor, and when it gets hit by second time, it's going to lose the armor, so you can place some armors in the floor. The second one is going to be impulse. It's going to give a temporal 25% extra speed. Then we have fall, that is going to keep the player high jump. And apart from that, we are going to have the robots. So I already created this one. This is going to be the Gamma bot, okay? And what's going to be the main important thing about the Gamma bot is going to be a balanced bot, okay? So it's going to be overall the one that has the medium jump, the medium speed, and the medium stats, okay? Then we are going to have Alpha bot. What is going to be the difference? That Alpha bot can jump higher, okay? That's going to be advantage if you select Alpha bot. For prototype, you are going to have more speed instead of jumping higher. But of course, as an example, the jumping higher bot is going to have less speed, and this one is going to jump in a lesser with less force, okay? And finally, we have the rocket bot, that is going to be a special bot, a VIP bot, that can use rockets to do more jumps, okay? So this bot is going to jump over and over. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you how to do all these bots in the class where we are going to cover the mounts, okay? Just to let you know. Hi Mini Andy, welcome to the class. We miss you from the last minicamp. Okay, no, but yeah, if you want it, it's okay. If you want to share your name, it's okay for us. It's not necessary, but if you wanted to do it, it's okay. Now, for the game status, guys, this is very important, and this is something that I want to teach you. This is going to be very helpful for you guys, because with this you can manage your game with different status, okay? So for the game status is which handles what is happening in the game right now, okay? So game status 0 in our game is going to mean that we have the buying time. And what is the description for the buying time? It's just a time off that the players can use to get the skins, okay? Or to get things into the store, okay? Into the store, okay? Now, we have the combat mode. The combat mode is when the game starts and the players are going to start fighting each other, okay? So what is going to be? Well, it's going to be the normal PvP, okay? Then, when 2 minutes had been completed, we are going to have the time up, okay? Time up means that we are going to push or make the players have more easy way to hit each other. So what is going to happen in time up is that the walls are going to disappear. Okay, so when 2 minutes of combat mode are going to end, the game is going to start in time up. So the players are going to actually reduce that part. Okay, they are going to delete all the walls, so they will be able to hit each other directly. Then we are going to have the next status or the next scenario. Let me reduce a little bit the music, okay? That is going to be the sudden death, okay? And what is the sudden death is when we push the players more, because, well, there is going to be a minute for time up, and what we are going to do in time death, okay? So remember that the walls and the floor can be hit 3 times before get destroyed. Well, with this, all the blocks that is still on the map are going to be with just 1 hit, okay? That means if the player hit any block, including the floor, the block is going to be destroyed, okay? With that, we are going to push the players a little bit further. That means that the players can destroy the floor, so the players probably are going to fall. And even if the players reach that part and there is no winner, we are going to have an extra stage. And the stage is going to be delete all the floor. That is going to be sudden death too, okay? That means that we are going to destroy the floor, so the players are going to fall, except if they are in some specific points that are just only the 2 points in the map, so the players won't be able to move freely. And the players are going to be pushed even more to hit each other, okay? And finally, we have the end of the game. The end of the game is where the players are going to be able to lose. That means that we have a special part where we are going to give money and we are going to get the system things to make the players save the money, to win, and all that thing, okay? So that's going to be the last part of the game. So you are going to see that, as always, as the last class 2, we are going to have different levels here, okay? And depending of the level or different on the idea of the game status, we are going to have a different mode in the game, okay? That's very important, guys. And all right, so another important things that you need to know, guys, here is, and finally, to finish this specific topic, is that we are going to have some specific features in our map, okay? So, first, in this scenario, we need to have some specific things that are going to be very important. First, we are going to have a specific game blocks that are going to be the destroyable blocks. We are going to have some walls that protect the players and make the players bounce the discs. This is going to be normal walls that can be destroyed. We are going to have a special block that protects the map, the player from the exit. We are going to have a hard walls that are going to not be destroyable to allow the players to bounce the disc in the walls. Of course, we need to delete everything that is behind the map because the players are going to be able to fall. The maps need to be symmetrical. That means that the 2 teams have to be the same space. And it's going to be divided into 2 different spaces because it's a dodgeball game, okay, guys? So, let me give you the next reward before starting and to take I like a short break while we continue the class. And let me read you into the comments, okay? I see, Davon, so you are with the real name. Alright, that's actually a good idea. So it's like a debuff. I see, Kenzie. When you get this debuff, you are going to get less life. Okay, I like your ideas. Very good, Kenzie. So the bloodlust is very cool. That means that if the player kills, made a pentakill, the player is going to have more damage and speed. I like that one. Okay. Okay, Davon, you actually are learning. Okay? So don't fight because you are going to steal each other's ideas, guys. I know that most of the ideas that you are getting from another games. So I know that bloodlust is actually skill that is being made originally in Dota, in Warcraft game, and that then was just copied by another games. Okay, like as an example, League of Legends or even Paladins has that buff. So don't fight for that, guys. Okay, remember that actually there is not completely original ideas. We always get inspiration from another maps. Okay, everything that you created probably is already created. You are just implementing differently. Okay, so don't fight for that. So copy the code, guys, and let's start with the next topic. Okay, until this point, did you have any question, guys, or any different topic that you want to talk? So just to take a short break, because I don't want to push you too farther with a lot of things right now. So I just want to know if you have different ideas. Yes, Kenzie, you can be with your real name or with your nickname. It's okay for you. All right. So guys, what do you want to know? I know that you always made some cool questions that I want to answer. Of course, I'm going to tell you my real name. I just put it into the chat. It's going to be Jesue. Probably you are going to find on the MiniWorld channel some interview that Mini does to me a long time ago. Okay. All right. So guys, Kenzie Theophilus. All right, that sounds very lordish. Okay, it sounds like a lord. It's your second name, Theophilus. And you prefer Kenzie or you prefer Theophilus? I think you prefer Kenzie, but just let me know. All right, and just to let you know, I don't have a second name too. That's my only name, Jesue. It's hard to pronounce even in my language. I don't know why. All right, so guys, I don't know if you remember, but now I want to know which is your favorite sports. I know, guys, that we are going to do a dodgeball game. Okay, so you prefer Kenzie. Oh, you prefer. I was understanding that you are pervert, but now I understand now. So you prefer Kenzie. Okay, perfect, Kenzie. All right, Kenzie, which one is your favorite sport? Also, Detmond, let me know which one is your favorite sport. I see, it's from your grandpa. That's actually cool. Okay, let me see. Did you notice, guys? Or probably you not, because I'm in completely day, but probably you notice that I put some lights extra here, some LED lights. All right, so just to let you know, guys, my favorite sport in life is something that is being called Ultimate. Did you know, guys, what Ultimate is about? It's a sport, actually, but I know that is not very well played. That one is awesome. Also, I like the combat sports from Russia that they actually are making like a kind of UFC, but with armors, like medieval armors. And also, I like how do you call it? I completely forgot the name right now. Oh, okay. So I'm going to show you some weird sports that I love too. I actually like a lot of the sports. I like to play the sports, but I didn't like to watch sports. But there are a lot of sports that I really like it, okay? So probably it's the first time that you are going to see those sports. The first one is going to be jogger. Okay, guys, so what is jogger about? It's a sport, actually, in which you have to use a ball and put the ball into the enemy team, but the players are going to use shields. They are going to use kind of swords and kind of lances to fight, okay? So the main idea of the jogger is to put the ball into the enemy team, but yes, you have to cover it with those different weapons, okay? So it's a very cool sport. I really like. It's a new sport, actually. It's not a... Well, I think it has been for a long time, but it's gained popularity in the last days. Also, some players are going to be this chain. And yeah, the main idea is just to get the ball into the enemy team, okay? This specific ball. It's like American football working with medieval weapons. Another sport that I loved is something that is called archery tag, okay? So archery tag is very similar to paintball, but instead using guns, you are going to use arrows, okay? And don't worry, the arrows are covered. You are not going to die, of course. But on this sport, these arrows also hurt, like the paintball ones. They hit very, very strong, okay? It's like receiving a fist. So you have to be careful with it. And then I also love another cool sport that is being called Ultimate, okay? And Ultimate is very similar to basketball, but instead of using a basketball ball, you are going to use a disc, a frisbee. So as you see here, the players need to actually get the frisbee to one, okay? This is also a sport. This sport is very old, but it's also gaining popularity lately, okay? All right, guys. So you didn't comment what is your favorite sport. Okay with it? Let's continue with the class. Okay, so we are going to start with the roles setup. But as always, we are going to start by creating our map. Okay, guys? So, as always, we need to have a base for our map. All right, so let me show you how we are going to do that, okay? So take this. We are going to go here to Creada. And as always, we are going to hit New Words, okay, guys? And Davon, don't worry. I know that you don't believe that you can be good. Don't worry, this map is going to be simple. And I think you are going to have a good map. With this, also, you can become probably developer, okay? So, sorry, guys, I have to take this out. All right. So, first, I need you to go here and you are going to hit in developer mode, okay? Remember, guys, we are going to hit in developer mode, and on here you are going to have the name of your map. As always, choose the appropriate name. In my case, I'm going to use English class because I already have my map, okay? But you have to create your map in your own. As always, create the size as freely. Don't limit the size. You are going to limit the size by here. So you are going to hit on flat and you are going to hit floating iceline, okay? That will allow you to create a map from 0 that is not going to have more blocks and is going to load less mobs, okay? Be sure that all of these things are going to be completely unmarked and also unmarked animals and monsters. And then just hit start, okay, guys? As always, you are going to hit start. And as always, you are going to have this specific amount of earth. Of course, this is going to be the starting point. If you see, you are always on the 0, 0 coordinates. Okay, 4, 4, 12, 12. And on here we have 4, 12, okay? So this is where you can place your start map. I highly recommend it to start in here. Wherever you have all this area, and you can delete this block as always to start, okay? You are going to start to set up the rules, okay? That's going to be the first part, guys, as always. Welcome, Japin. Yes, they are a little bit. Okay, so once you delete this, you are going to set up the next rules, okay? And I'm going to move to my map. I want you to do this exact same thing of I'm going to do, just to be sure that your map is going to work properly, okay? So you are going to set up the next rules. And very important, guys, please follow the rules. So with that, you are going to assure that your map is going to work, okay? So once more, you are going to hit right here. On here, you are going to hit on basic, on the tabs at the right. At the left and at the right, we are going to set up the time. As always, guys, with the current timer, you can give a different look to your map. If you check my map right now, it looks like it's in the space because we are using the nighttime, okay? But of course, you can have like different skyboxes depending on the time. So I highly recommend it to play with it, okay? As an example, if I play 19, check that the map is going to change. It's going to look like you are in the space too, but you are going to have two different planets on there, okay? And also, let's take a look. If I were making the same map, but I will place this time, it's going to look completely different. You are not going to believe that it's in the space. It's going to look more like a normal scenario, okay? So very important, guys, use the correct time according to your map to get the best results, okay? Take this. This is going to be a little bit more tetric for saying like that because it's going to be darker, okay? And yeah, there is going to be a lot of things here that you can play with. As an example, here in the morning, it's going to have a different look. It's also not going to have almost any start, so it's going to be different, but you are going to have a red planet. So play it with the time, guys. But be sure that you are going to keep that with the right amount of time. So on here, guys, you have to hit fixer timer to assure that your map is going to stay on the same time, okay? Then let's hit with the weather. Weather, guys, always keep it on sunny. You are going to have best results with that. For generating monsters, it needs to be completely off. Gravity needs to be in a low value if you are doing a space game. Also, this will allow you to jump higher so the players can evade the discs, okay? So try to use a low value or try to increase the jump, okay? Remember that falling damage switch needs to be off because we are not going to do damage to the players, and machinery in here, the card can be destroyed, needs to be completely off, okay? Then we are going to go to map rules, okay? We are going to move to map rules, and you are going to have the introduction, okay, guys? So remember, guys, in the introduction, you are going to explain detail by detail the rules of your map, okay? But big head-ups, always do it with, and very important, guys, with the less amount of text that you can do. So if you check right here, I only use like 2 different sentences for each one of the rules, okay? So in the first one, I explained the rules, okay? You know, you can use those to take photos of the map. The first is kill all the other players to win and evade the enemy disc, okay? Guys, very, very, very important. This was requested for me a lot of times, and it's how you can get the traduction for your maps. So when you are a developer, you are going to have this icon right here. This is only going to work for developers, guys. If you hit on there, depending on the languages that you select at the beginning, you can translate the language to different languages, okay? Of course, there is going to be some errors. but it's going to be better that only using one language. As an example, in Thai, you always are going to have the limitation of the characters, and that is a little bit frustrating, but yeah, you will be able to do it right, okay? So as you see, we can have like the different traductions here. You only need to hit on translate all, and it's going to auto-translate all the languages, okay? Now, I'm going to go deeper in that later. Then we have here the disc rules, so the disc can bounce in the walls, and you can pick up heads to recover life. Then it shows you how the floor works in few words. And finally, that you need to get into the robot to access the arena, okay? Now, for the options, hit start, host opens, join game in process. For this kind of game, I highly recommend it to keep it off, because we don't want the players to join when the other players are already playing, as this is going to be an elimination game, okay? Counting, just keep it in 3. The background music, use whatever you want. I use the stadium music. And the minimum amount of players to play is going to be 2, okay? Very important, guys. Now, for the game target, okay? Playtime, you are going to keep it off, because we are not going to use playtime. The game is going to end by itself. All the different scoring needs to be completely off, so just put a 0 on all the different topics here. Just be sure that it's on 0. Now, for reach score to win, just place wherever over 100. Okay, I place 300, but you can place whatever over 100. And reach score to win, just activate it. It's going to be on. Now, for turn-based, it needs to be completely off. Reset when reaches target score. You are going to put it in 1. That means that the players... you are not going to put actually nothing on it, okay? You are going to completely keep it off. Polluted area settings, keep it off. And very important, guys, on here you need to put in reset map, so your map is going to recover each time that you play again. And here is where we are going to start to do some tricks, guys, okay? So, this is very important. This is going to be different for all the previous games that we have made. And what we are going to do is make the players save some specific teams in your map. So we are going to save the player data. With that, the player will be able to save the progress. And how do you do that? Okay, so you need to hit and turn on the switcher that says player data. And when it says detailed settings, you are going to access to settings, and you are going to hit just the check mark on the numbers of stars. Okay. So there's a lot of options here, guys. You can save the items, you can save the equipment and all those things, but it's very important, these guys. Don't use those, because if you use the back item and all the others, players will be able to manipulate that. The players only need to remove the items, from the backpack, or the player can create 3 accounts and give the items to the other player. And that's not going to be that much cool. Also, that's going to save all the items in the inventory or the backpack, so the players are going to have a lot of items over and over, okay? So each time that they enter, they are going to receive all the items in the backpack, like the disc and everything like that. So we don't want that. For that, we are going to use a more secure system that is going to be the stars. The stars are going to be saved, and with that, we are going to save the information for the player, okay? Hi, Joseph. Welcome to the class. And welcome, Jab Junbin. All right. Now, let's do the next thing, okay? Give me a second. Just 1 second. Okay, guys, so highly recommended, Davon. I know that you are talking about just adding to the game. It's okay, you can give your opinion, but remember, try to speak in English, okay? All right, so guys, remember to save this to confirm that the numbers of stars are going to be saved, okay? That's going to be very important, guys. Now, for team settings, you are going to use this next settings. So here on team, you are going to give, and in no team, you are going to set up the max amount of players to 10, okay? Now, you are going to edit the different teams, okay? So, we are going to start with the team red. Just change the name for the team red. In my case, I put the name of team red. For all the other things are going to be set the same, but in custom items, we are going to do the next thing. We are going to edit the items on the shortcut, and we are going to add some items later, okay? But the important thing is going to be that your player is going to have some coins here, and it's going to have the robot, okay? But we are going to do that later. Remember just to activate that, okay? Also, you are going to activate the team number 2. You are going to put a custom name, okay? Now you are going to go to player behavior in player settings. Placement permission needs to be off. Usage permission needs to be on. Destruction permission needs to be off, okay? Now, double jump needs to be on. Movable needs to be on. Can use items needs to be on. Assaultable needs to be on, okay? So let me explain a little bit more. Double jump allows you to do a double jump to jump over other blocks. Movable, it's if the player can move. Can use items, if the player will be able to use items, we need that. Assaultable is if the players can attack another players. Can be injured, means that if the player can be damaged. Can be defeated is if the player can lose or can be killed. Can pick up items is very important, guys. So you just put it on so the players will be able to pick the items from the floor. And can discard items needs to be off, okay? And most important, guys, as always, I tell you this. When you are in the zone allowed, guys, I highly recommend it to turn off the mount operation. That means that the players are not going to be able to spawn their own mounts. And the skills are not going to be allowed because we don't want the players to get advantage if they get some specific skin. For their respawn settings, the revival time, just set up a load time. That's okay for you, but it needs to be over 2, okay? Why? Because we are going to use a system to respawn the players, so this one needs to be a little bit higher, okay? Another important thing, revival protection needs to be 5, and the spawn point instruction is going to be respawned and the nearest team point. And very important, guys, after the player dies, you are going to select empty backpack, okay? That's going to be for the observers because we are going to use observers, and the observers are not going to be able to use the items in the backpack. Number of lives, you are going to keep it in 0, just turn off that option. For the display settings, you are going to use different themes visible. Name display is going to be visible to all. Don't show damage because we are not going to use damage. Heal bar is going to be off because we are not going to use damage. And scoring time also is going to be off because we are going to create our own informative bar. So the the timer is not going to also show the time for the players. It's also going to show the team scored and is going to show the stage for the game, okay? The game status. Now for the vision settings, you can use a default camera on this one. It's not necessary to create a specific one, okay? So on here, very important, guys, the HP is not going to be used, but keep it in 100. Keep all the different options like they are. Be sure that you are selecting hunger point here because stamina is going to affect your game. And on here, on the different option, there is one that says moving speed, okay? In my case, I increased a little bit. Most of the times you have in 10, I just increased it to 12. Initial items, keep it off. Initial appearance, keep it off. And experience mode, keep that option completely off, okay, guys? Also, be aware of the next thing, guys. On here, on map rules, on team settings, something that I also made is to change the original appearance of the teams. So you will be sure that the players are going to have a team. That is not completely necessary, but I just do that to have some skins on it, okay? I know that most of these are not working. For some reason, MiniWord has removed it. Okay, so you have to do it manually, but also you can create your own DYOD skins, okay? So you can use those, okay, instead the others. Or you can use also miniatures, okay? So, for now, I'm not going to change that. Remember to give a different look to each team, okay? And with this, we already finished our rules setup, okay? Now, we are going to change the stage, okay? So let me change to the presentation again. And guys, as always, I'm going to give you a code here. Just a moment. Let me put this into the comments. All right, guys. So now you can actually get that code and you can claim it. I'm going to give you 4 different codes this class, so you can use this one. And we can take another small break because we are going to enter to the next section that is going to be to construct your map, okay? All right, guys, so while we wait for that, I can show you a couple of things extra. All right, so continuing with the weird sports. I don't know, okay. Yeah, this is another sport that is actually a real sport that I can show you while we wait and take this short break, okay? So remember that I put the code also into the comments. And this is going to be another real and weird sport. Okay, so the sport is a medieval fight sport and actually is played in Russia. So it's like a normal combat sport like UFC, but instead of using like guantles or things like that, the actual people who practice this sport is using swords and shields and real armors. Of course, these swords are not going to be like they are not going to cut the player or something, but they can hit very hard, and it's a real sport actually. Okay, it's going to be called M1 Medieval. Yes, we are going to play some maps. Welcome, Mr. Noob. Welcome to the class. So this is going to be another sport, guys. Okay, so let me know, please, if in your country you have any specific sport that you think is going to be a different sport, okay? Okay, guys, I wanted to know that. Okay, oh, of course, there is also this other sport that is actually not one by one. It's like 2 different teams that have to fight each other. The first team that eliminates the other team, of course, not to kill, just to hit you need to be hit to be defeated, but it's also a sport. Did you know the name for that sport? Let me check here. Okay, when I place Indonesian sport, I see like this one. I'm not sure about that. All right, so you have, no, this seems to be like, actually, I didn't find like any different Indonesian sport, probably because I don't know. Did you call it Kia? Let me see if that is a sport. No, it's actually not a sport. I see it looks interesting. I want to know a little bit more about that sport. If you can provide me some examples. In the meanwhile, what other sport can I show you that is going to be a weird sport? Oh, okay. So did you know, guys, that mechas actually are... we already have like the first fight between gigant robots? check this, guys. This was the first fight between two gigant robots in real life. And it was from a robot that is being called Kurata from Japan, and another one that is called, I don't know the name for that one, is called Megabot Eagle versus Kuratas. So if you want to check that, go ahead and search later that. It's actually a good and a creative idea. But yeah, we have that fight, and the fight is in YouTube, so you can see the whole fight. Ok, so Juegos Gamer, no te preocupes, está bien. Igual también puedes chequear el streaming después, entonces no te preocupes. Lo importante es que aprendas. Okay, guys, sorry for that. I switched to Spanish because there is a Spanish student in the comments. All right, guys, so let's continue with the class. We already make our break. All right, so what is going to be the thing that left here is going to be some basic rules about building the map, okay? So as always, guys, we need to have 64 at max, 64 blocks of distance on the playable area, guys. Remember, my playable area is going to be starting on this wall and finishing on the other wall, right here at this side, okay? That's going to be the distance that you have, actually. Very important, guys, I divide the game into different areas. As the players can bounce the disc, it's not a good idea to keep the players facing each other, so place some walls in the middle so players are not going to be able to hit directly. And also place some different walls around the area, okay? So let me give you some specific rules. First, you are going to place also this specific area surrounded the main area that are going to be blocks that cannot be destroyed, but the players can use to bounce the discs. In this game, it's very important to place the spawns next to the game area facing each other, and over the arena, what I need you to do is to create this specific part, and it's where the observers are going to stay watching the game, okay? For this, you can use the invisible block, that is going to be this one. This block is not going to be showing into the normal game, and over that, I need you to create the actual lobby, okay? So here's where the players are going to access. On there, they are going to be able to watch, but they are not going to be able to do anything until you start the game, okay? Important things, guys, for this. You already know how to create this, but we are going to create these blocks from zero, okay? So how it works, guys, how you can make this specific game, let me show you the example, okay? So you are going to see that you can create whatever lobby you want, but the two lobbies, the orange team and the blue team, needs to be the same one, okay? You can use whatever color, you can use also red versus blue, it's on you. But the most important thing, guys, is that if you realize, I put some blocks here that you cannot see in the normal game, and those blocks are going to stop the player to exit unless the player is under a robot, okay? So if I'm not over the robot, you cannot exit. If you are over the robot, you will be teleported outside that blocks, okay? Once again, I'm going to wait a little bit while I'm getting the disc here. But check this, guys. When I get the discs, I will be able to destroy the walls or the floor. Check this. So if you see, when I hit the blocks, they are going to change the color, indicating that the floor has been damaged. And if I continue or is still hitting those blocks, as you see here, those blocks are going to be destroyed. As you see here, and also here, okay? So this is something that we need to create. And the trick is that actually there are going to be 3 blocks. And what you are going to do is to replace those blocks when the disc hits those blocks, okay? And so let's start creating those blocks. Also notice that the blocks are not being able to be destroyed, guys. That is very important, because if the player will be able to break those blocks, you are going to have some problems, okay? Also notice this. All right, these blocks are going to be different to the ones in the floor, because I want the players to be able to bounce the blocks here, but avoid this to be destroyed, okay? So how we are going to do that? We are going to start creating the first part for our map, okay? So in the map that we just created, and you already set up the rules, we are going to access to the plugin editor. And the first thing that you are going to add is a new complete wall, okay? So you are going to create a new block. The block that you are going to select as base is going to be glass, okay? So select existing template and select the glass. All right, guys, so what you are going to do here, you are going to put full block, okay? Full breakable block. This is going to be the block that is going to resist 3 hits. So for this, you are going to choose here a color. Remember that I use transparent blocks because this is actually a sci-fi game, but as an example, if you're doing a medieval game, you can use different kind of rocks or actually from wood, or you can use whatever you want, okay? Imagine that the full block is going to be this wall, this block, and the second one is going to be also wood, but it's going to be a little bit clearer. And the third one is going to be white wood, okay? Whatever you want to choose here, it's okay. Also, you can choose, I don't know, this color block. So the normal block is going to be this one, the damage block is going to be this one, and the almost destroyed block is going to be this one. You can use whatever block you want it, okay? Just once more, in the example, I use transparent blocks, okay? So the full normal block can be the white. You can use the white, or you can use, in my case, the glass, because it's going to not show any kind of damage to the players, and just add it into the game, okay? Once you add it, you are going to do the next things. The blast resistance needs to be -1, the hardness needs to be -1, and very important, guys, burning speed and odds burning needs to be on 0. And if you are playing or your map is at night, I highly recommend that you keep this with the max light intensity, okay? This collision needs to be solid, and broken by a projectile needs to be off. Now you are going to enter to the game, and with that you are going to have this map working again, okay? Yes, it's very similar to Splift. It's like the Splift, but having 3 different hits. Hola Kirito, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido, estamos en la clase de inglés. Alright, so as you see here, it's a normal block. Nothing has been happening here yet. It's just the normal block. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to delete those blocks, and it's going to be the normal block, okay? What we need to do is to create another 2 blocks. So we are going to add another one. Just create another block, hit create, and use the block that we just created, the one that was full block. But this time, instead of using the same color, you are going to do a second color, guys, okay? So if you use yellow, it's going to look cool because, you know, most of the games plays like different status for the damage. When white is okay, yellow is medium, and red is high damage, okay? So you can use the orange or you can use the yellow one and just add it into your map. And then we are going to do the same. We are going to create another block, okay? This one is going to be the fully damaged block, and I'm going to use red, okay? Or orange, whatever color you wanted to do it. But I'm going to choose red because it's going to be the highest damage. Don't change the name yet, just add it into the game. And I already have my full games, okay? Now I'm going to start editing. After the second one, the yellow one, I'm going to put it medium damageable block or breakable block. Okay. Then we are going to change the attributes once more. Remember, blast resistance -1, hardness -1, and light intensity 15. Everything else off, and we are going to edit the last one, the red one. Okay, so the red one is weak, breakable block. The setups are going to be the same, -1, -1, and the light intensity is going to be at max. And let's enter to the game, okay? Actually, I made, in dollars, I made like 1,500 and something each month with MiniWord. And I actually not very good at making money in games on MiniWord, but I hear that some players are making up to $10,000 per month. But actually, I'm not that very good. I'm very good making maps, but I don't really like to use over monetized games. It's something personal by choose, but it's okay. So guys, if you notice, we have 3 different colors of blocks. So when the blocks are going to be okay, are going to be discolored. 2 hits are going to be this one, and 1 hit more is going to be this one. After that, the blocks are going to be destroyed, okay? That's how you create those blocks. Let me switch back to the personal map, the optimal one, that is going to be the one that has been already created. Okay, it's around this area, all right. Okay, guys, so check that. Now, according to the information or the tips that I provided you, all right, according to the tips that I was providing you, you will have those different wall blocks, okay? So, as you realize, this block that is in the floor is going to get 3 hits before get destroyed, and this one is going to get only 2 hits, okay? Also, you can use different blocks for the walls and everything, okay? So let me show you an example. I'm going to change this a little bit. Okay, let me get this tool, the developer tool. And as an example, you really don't need to use these walls with a crystal. You can use whatever texture you want. I made a crystal so players will be able to check the scenario, but as an example, you can use a different block. As an example, you can use 6, and you can choose a different color. As an example, let me use another decoration block that is going to be the metal block in colors, okay? Just a moment, guys, and yeah. Just imagine that you are doing things like this. Okay, as you see, it's also going to look cool, but it's just on you guys, okay? So you can use whatever you want to use for the walls, but there are some rules that you need to keep here, okay? First rule, the floor needs to cover it from side to side. That means that the players, when they are exiting, they are not going to fall, okay? But it's only going to cover side to side when we are talking about the distance in the front. In the front of the mat. By the sides, remember to keep a wall or a hole between the walls so the players are not going to move in that area. At least keep 5-6 blocks in distance, actually 7 blocks. Well, you can use less distance, but use at least some 7 blocks in between the 2 different maps so the players are not going to just to move to the other arena all the time. They will be able to do it, but they are going to prefer stay on their side, okay? Let me check the distance. Yes, I keep 5 blocks in between, okay? So the normal players can jump here, but they are going to have it harder, because if you keep it this part until the medium, the players just will be able to walk here and move around. Instead of that, and here they need to just think a jump and do some acrobatics to get into the other team. So very important, guys. And another important thing, guys, in the medium wall, keep a space in between the wall and the borders so the players will be able to throw the disc to the sides, okay? As the disc is going to bounce, okay? Important things, guys, too. Remember to keep a limit here. So you have to show the players in some point that if they get over that area, they are going to be killed. I use this red color to show that. So if the players get outside the map, they are going to be killed. And most important, guys, you are going to create 3 areas, okay? First area is going to start under the map, in the area where the players die if they get under that area. And it's going to be until the top of the arena, okay? It's going to cover all the playable area, not the lobbies, it's not necessary, but you can cover the lobbies too, but it's not necessary. The second area, it's going to be where you put the different walls. So check that the area starts in the floor, over the floor, not including the floor. You need to do it at least 1 block over the floor, and it's going to cover all the walls. Because we are going to use the different timings to delete those walls with this area with triggers, okay? That's are going to be the main areas, okay, that you need to construct to your scenario. Of course, let me show you another couple of things. What will be the max distance between the scenario? Okay, yes, this is the wall number 1. Okay, and the wall number 2. We have 41 blocks, okay? I use less than 64 blocks just to keep all the area playable, okay, guys? Remember that getting a big area will give you a lot of problems. As an example, if there is no players render that area and you execute a script, it's not going to work. As an example, if your map is too big and you want to delete the walls, probably you cannot delete those walls because the map is going to be too big, okay? And if there is no player render on that, you can tell by triggers to delete some blocks, but there is not going to make it, okay? All right, guys. So that are going to be the basic rules for constructing your map. Remember, guys, very important this also. And once more, I'm going to give you the explanation about this. Remember, guys, that this area in the top needs to be over, guys. And very important, over the scenario and over the max height. So if the players get over here, they are going to be killed, okay? So over that, we have at least 10 blocks. If I'm not wrong, let me check it here. Okay, it's going to be hard to get the exact point. Okay, no. This is not going to work that fine. Okay, let's do this. Let's put it on here. Let's take a look. Okay. So I put 9 blocks of distance in between the area where the players are going to be killed and where the lobby starts, okay? And why is that? Because players won't be able to get stuck into the lobby. Imagine that you don't put a limit on it. If the players jump too much over that, they are going to probably be able to access to the lobby because we are going to use mounts. And also very important, guys, the floor needs to be 2 blocks high. Why? Because, as you see, it's 2 blocks, because probably the disc can kill the observers. So you need to be sure that protect the players, okay? Now, another important thing is this one, okay? You are going to find this. This is a block that doesn't allow the players to do anything, okay? You cannot throw disc to it. You cannot move around it, okay? And how you are going to do that, guys, is the block that you can find right here. If you go to tools and you scroll down, you are going to find the wall that is being called R wall, okay? Very important, guys. And I was forgetting this, but you have another area, okay? So if you want to use the same system that I use, that the players needs to be over the mount to be able to exit, you need to place an area just 1 block before the exit area, okay? And what you are going to do that? If the players access to this area, if they are over the mount, they are going to be teleported here, okay? So you need to be sure that you place that area if you are going to use the same system. If it's not important for you to have a mount on there, if the players can exit, It's okay, you don't need it to put it, okay? Another important thing, this is going to protect the spawn players, the players that are going to be in the spawn, to be killed by the enemy team. So be sure that you put something to protect the players, okay? That this cannot pass through. All right, yeah, of course, you can have some space inside the game, inside your lobbies to get the skins, as I did. Of course, you can be better on this, because I know, guys, for sure that you are better constructing that part. Just to let you know and show you the different things about the map construction, okay? Many hackers? You mean hacks? I never... Oh, how many hackers I have seen? Well, actually, I never have seen a hacker in MiniWorld. And, well, at least not in the games that I played. Sometimes what I see that happens is that some players can become immortal, but that is because it's a book from MiniWorld, not from other things, okay? So, yeah. I haven't seen any hacker, actually. I don't know why. Probably there's not too much hackers. Did you have seen some hackers, guys, in MiniWorld? All right, guys. So that will be for it. And right now we already finished the class, guys, but I'm going to play some maps with you. So I want you to show me some of your maps. Please let me know into the comments which map you want me to test. Before ending the class, let me do a double check here also. I wanted to be sure that all the important blocks I already created. Tomorrow, the next class, we are going to learn some extra things, but for now, yes, all the important blocks have been already created, okay? Very good. All right, guys. Okay, the tricky map. Let me see, did you already improve it a little bit? Oh, I see. Let me check here. White Clover here. Big Anderson, can't see. I didn't see you. Andy is right here. Maybe we can play with Andy. Okay, you're right here. Rush Bush, and it's Madness. Which one is it? Is Madness Combat? No, it's the other one, Tricky. Tricky. Where is it? I can find it. What is it? Okay, but which one is the map? I didn't see the map here. Tricky. Yes, he is. He is Kenzie. Find the key. Oh, Madness Combat. Okay. Let's do that game. You are becoming Madness, huh? Yeah, don't worry. What happened is that when I play this, what you see or what I do when I'm talking, you are going to just receive it into the stream like 1 or 2 minutes later. Yes, he can see HP. Okay, it's taking a little bit to download. Okay, very good. We are not able to get some items here. Okay, I see that you improved this part. Okay. Sites, okay. Let's see. I'm going to host. Okay, there is a lot of players already joining here. I have a mask. Oh no, I don't have it. All right, so let's move. Oh, okay, I see that this player was already... What happened? Okay. Oh, okay, I see. I have a little bit of lag. Yeah, I see that Pinsel is joining, so welcome. Okay, I think it's a little bit lag, but it's because I think I joined to another player room. Oh, okay, so you have an old version. Let's check new version, okay? Newer one. All right. I think I see what is the problem. I didn't create a game. Actually, I joined by mistake to another player room. I know that is a new function for MiniWord. I think it's this one, okay? Let's see. All right. And I'm going to invite some players here. Let me check something here also. All right, so let's see. Let's invite some players here. Pinsel, Gabriel, Andy, and Quill. Quill is not here, but I note he is a good player. Okay, Mr. Noob has just joined in. Just let it also. Okay, I can see inside player's head. Okay, I'm going to show you a trick that I learned by myself. And it was to change the players' heads. Okay, probably you like it. It's an experiment I made that could be useful for your games, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. Okay, let's move. Oh, okay, I get the coin, but you kill it. Take it. Take it, Mr. Noob. You're able to pick the coin? All right. So let's move. Okay, I get killed. Bueno, no te vayas. Somos amigos. We are friends on Lyft. Oh yeah, it was hard. So let's move. I remember we have to pass this part. Let's kill Kenzie, the immortal. Oh, okay, we have other mobs here. Remember to hit the head. Okay. I see, so you're lagging. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but lately it's getting a little bit lagging most of the times. Pineapple. I have a pen, I have an apple. Pineapple. All right, let me check this while we wait for that. Just a moment. Okay, where are you guys? You can move. Yeah, you can move now, right? Let's move. You have to access here, Mr. Noob. I never have tried this, but I'm going to try some cheat here. All right. Yes. Okay, so it seems that you weren't able. Yeah, now you are able to access and Vincel too. We have to access this room. Okay, we need to access here. Okay, I'm going to go on the... Okay. Okay, get away. Okay, ooh, where we are able to kill. We can activate this, and then we can just get down again. I get your cover. Yes, well, there's not too much that we can do here just to get extra points. Now you need to exit. And we cannot kill him. I always wonder what happens if I do some cheat here. Okay, I cannot move. All right. All right. Yes, it seems that is the phase number 2. All right. I need your help, guys. It's reducing the life. I think I'm not doing any damage. Actually, I cannot damage him. Yes, it's gaming a lot. I don't know why that is happening. But I cannot damage him. Yeah, life is not being reduced. Okay. Yeah, it seems that noob has to lift. Yeah, I cannot kill him. Okay, let me check. Probably I'm doing something wrong. Oh, I see. So I have to... What? You almost killed me, buddy. I see. So I have to jump over there. Okay. All right. So I find out that we have to kill all the other mobs and then hit him by meal. All right. Pincel, don't die. I'm here. All right. Let's kill those monsters. Okay. Oh, you're spawning from... Okay. Okay, I cannot attack. Okay, I guess we are in the time number 3 or something, right? Okay, why I been hit for something? All right. Oh, okay, I see. That one has a gun in the hand. Okay, well. Okay, Vincent, give me some support here. Okay, run, Yeyo, run. Okay, I think we are going to get a new weapon here. Okay, sorry, Kenzie, that doesn't mean to kill you. Let's do this. And with this, I'm going to have a better weapon here. What we need to do is to just stay away from them and kill the ones that have like a gun in the hand. All right, like that one. Okay, okay, I'm going to die. All right. Say Max. Max. Okay, let's do it. Okay, that's easy. Oh, I cannot give more than one attack? Alright, I see. What? VAT? Max? Save point. Where did I get the save point? Okay. Okay, so I have to worry about those that have guns in the hands. Okay, you didn't have a gun. Let's do it, Vincel. You. Those are going to be the upsets one, but the other ones are going to be easy. Alright, oh, okay, you have guns here. Alright, so let's use this. Oh, okay, okay. You're going to die, my friend. Okay, okay. I use you to cover me up. Okay. No, I'm going to die. I need your help, Pinsel. Where are you guys? Max, okay. Oh, okay. That's a good trick, but I already died. What happened if I use bat? Now I understand. Okay, but now we are like kind of goods. So we don't have to worry for dying, right? Okay, I don't know what I did. Oh, okay, it's like a trick. Now I become overpowered. Alright. We have super hits here. Oh, very cool. Alright, I like it. It's the easy mode, right? Alright. Pincel Game, escribe Max en la caja. Y ahora, ¿qué tengo que hacer? Okay. What do I have to do right now? Sorry guys, I switch sometimes automatically to English. Alright, Pincel. And all right, cool. Now what I have to do, I have to enter here. Yes. Okay, there are always some tricks in the maps, guys, just to let you know. Well, now what I have to do, Kenzie. Thank you so much for the trick, Mr. Noob and Kenzie. I see, so it's not loading. All right. Okay, I think we already finished the map, right? Yes, I'm from Colombia, but I half Colombian, half Peruvian almost. I didn't born in Peru or something like that, but I lived a lot of time there, so I actually have a lot of things in my culture about Peru. I see, I think I break the game, right? Because nothing is happening right now. Or I have to do something to get into that phase. And how did I go up? Not sure, I'm not seeing the screen, let me... There is a way to get over there? No idea how to get under. So I have to do kind of parkour here? Oh, I see, so I have to do parkour here. All right. Nope, that's not idea, right? I cannot... No, I was thinking that we have to do parkour, but it seems that I can't, right? But where I can find the parkour? How do I get under? No, I cannot jump that far away. It's by these sides or something? Or where I can find the parkour to start it? Is this one? Okay, not sure about that. I cannot move from here. No. That's going to be impossible. I don't get it. It's probably this side. Okay, let me try by this side. Okay, it seems like probably it's going to be this one. Right? I don't know what. Okay, no, actually this is not the side, I think. I need to turn the black into the white. I'm not getting it. What do you mean here? I have to do something like that? Okay. No, I cannot destroy the blocks. Not getting what I have to do, guys. No. No idea. Okay, guys. Oh, in the black thing? Okay. Let me go here. Okay, oh, okay. I see what happened, guys. It's my screen is not showing me very good the different things. So yeah, I'm not max brightness. So I wasn't able to see this, but it's right here. Yeah, I wasn't able to see that. For some reason, my screen doesn't show very good. So I was thinking that everything was like the different color. Okay, now I understand what we have to do. It's very simple, but it seems that in some screens you cannot see this. Even Vincel wasn't able to see that. So probably I recommended to change the color. Okay, Vincel, thank you so much for throwing me up. All right, let's continue. Yes, as you see, I cannot see even. Oh, this one is not. Is this? Yes. Is this? Well, that's why I weren't able to continue with the map. Okay. Okay, very good. I don't want to fall. All right, we are here and we have a portal right here. Vincel, come here. All right, and on here we got the new stage. Very good, I like it. Okay, so the sword is the one that makes the damage when you get the heal, okay? All right, so what do we have to do here? Very cool, I like the trick. Oh my. Oh my god. I'm not able to access there, so I have to use this. We have to kill them for some reason. Okay, yes. All right, I think with that we are going to open a door, right? Okay, Vincel, let's enter. Okay, what do we have to do here? It's like a labyrinth. All right, I see. All right, we have another level here. What is going to be this time? Okay. Oh, all right. Oh, I didn't see anything. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, there's... I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm just dying, yeah. All right, and what do we have to do after this? I already finished the game, or do we have another level here? All right. All right, but I think I already completed the maze, right? So I have to come back to the maze. No, I cannot jump over here. Okay, I cannot jump from here, but I think I already resolved the maze, right? What is this? Oh no, there's nothing under. Yes, it is. I can exit from here, or I already finished, right? No. Let's see, 99. No, I was thinking that it was a trick. No idea, I already finished, right? Okay, Beansel. Oh, so it's a glitch. It's supposed to continue on here, right? But we have a glitch, right? Alright, very good game, Kenzie. I see that you have improved a lot. So I like it. You're very good creating those kind of games. I see that you like a lot the horror games, so that's cool. Alright, for now guys, I'm going to end the game. And I'm going to use the time to show you some tricks. As the competition for the Boss Tower Pro map already ends, I'm going to show you some tricks about that map, okay? Oh, sorry, I already ended the game. I didn't know that. Okay. I'm going to show you a couple of tricks here. Okay, I blocked this because I know that a lot of players already know about this. In Power Load game, in Boss Tower Pro, sorry. So that's why I blocked this, but let me show you. Okay, so in Boss Tower Pro game, what you have to do is just move around. This is a trick, okay guys? And when you are in here, what you can do is just hit this block, okay? Just destroy this block and you are going to find some extra cool items. Okay, it's a trick that you can use if you want to see how it's all the game without having to fight. And as you see, we have a secret in trace here to some specific items. So an example, you will have this gun that is more powerful. You have a lot of rockets and a lot of switchers to open the doors, grenades and coins, okay? Also, you will find some extra items that actually are not very important, are going to be more things, okay? And you are going to find here this item too. So check this, this is one. Okay, so you have here like this this unstable bike. But with this you can get quicker to the end of the game, as an example. Right, there's some tricks for those maps because I know that a lot of you were asking me how to complete the game in the easy modes. So right now, if I climb around this area, I will be directly in the end. But there are another couple of tricks that you probably didn't know, guys. Okay, so right here, you can find the end screen. So if I climb right here, I'm going to go directly to the last boss. There is also some tricks around here. But also important, guys, if you keep moving, remember that you already have those items, okay, that are very powerful. They kill the mouse in just one hit. But you have this secret entrace here. And this secret entrace is a small entrace that will show you this specific area. It will have the highest scores that you can find in-game. As an example, the different players that had completed the game have different scores. And on here you can find the top winner, that is going to be Lucy. Lucy get the highest score in this game, okay? And this is an area also. There are some hidden bosses here. But most specifically most cool one, you also will be able to do this. Let me show you guys. It's a good trick I place in it. So you get this one on you. And as you see, I'm going directly to the last boss fight in some seconds. So you will be able to play from here. You will be able to play the final battle very quickly. Okay, also you can die, as I just did, but this is that trick that I want to show you, okay guys? So that was that for it, guys. I'm going to end the class right now. Remember, the next Friday we have the, well, Friday, yes, Friday in your end is going to be the next class, okay? Guys, remember, for the next class we are going to start creating some basic triggers and some basic objects. Also remember that in the Discord channel I will be able to answer some of your questions and we will be able to participate. And that will be it, guys. It was a pleasure to give you this class today. And thank you so much for assisting, guys, okay? See you next week and have an awesome end of the week. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Bye-bye. Ends the streaming.